Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, today we will explain what is grouped frequency distribution table. If the data is very large, if the data is very large, that is, which is as there are various number of observations. For example, this is the data. There are 30 students in section of class 9th in a school, and in a test out of 50 marks, they obtained marks as follows: 25, 20, 16, 35, 40, 16, 20, 18, 16, 20, 18, 25, 30, 46, 25, 30, 46, 40, 35, 40, 35, 10, 25, 18, 10, 25, 18, 20, 30, 25, 20, 30, 25, 44, 28, 35, 44, 28, 35, 30, 25, 25, 30, 25, 25, 20, 30. These are marks required by 30 students of class 9th in school out of 50 marks. We have to make grouped frequency distribution table of this data. Since this data is very large, we will condense this data into groups or classes. These groups are called classes or class intervals, and their size is the class size or class width. We condense this data into various groups or classes. Groups or classes. Groups or classes. These groups are called classes or class intervals. These groups are also called class intervals. Class intervals. And their size is called, and their size is called class size or class width. Class width. In each class, the least number is called the lower class limit. The least number is called the lower class limit, and the greatest number is called the upper class limit. Upper class limit. Let us present the above data into grouped frequency distribution table. As given below. as given below. First of all, we will make columns. This is class interval, this is frequency. This is class interval, this is frequency. Class interval, this is frequency, which shows in each class number of students in each class which is equal to marks. Class interval, frequency. First class, we will start from 1 to 5, 6 to 10, 11 to 16, 15, 16 to 20, 21 to 25, 26 to 30, 31, 35, 36 to 40, 41 to 45, 46 to 50. This data we will condense into class or groups. First class is from 1 to 5, 6 is from 6 to 10, 11 to 15, 16 to 20, 21 to 25, 26 to 30, 31 to 35, 36 to 40, 41 to 45, 46 to 50. And this is first class starting from 1 to 5. 1 is the lowest value, 5 is the highest value in first class. 1 is called lower limit, 5 is called upper limit of this class. And difference between upper limit and lower limit, that is 5 and 1, is called class size or class width. 5 minus 1 is equal to 4. This is class size or class width. In first class, that is from 1 to 5, there are number of students, that is 1. In first class, that is from 1 to 5, number of students are 1. In second class 6 to 10, number of students are 1. In class 11 to 15, number of students 0. From class 16 to 20, number of students 9. 21 to 25, number of students 6. Number of students who scored marks between 26 and 30 are 7. Number of students who scored marks from 31 to 35 are 2. From 36 to 40 are 2. From 41 to 45 are 1. And from 46 to 50 are 1. Total number of students are 30. In this way, this data is condensed into groups or classes. This distribution table is called frequency, grouped frequency distribution table. After this, we will explain lower limit and upper limit. Lower limit and upper limit. Least value of each class interval. Each class interval is called the lower limit, and the greatest value of each class interval is called the upper limit of each class. Of this we will explain true lower limit and true upper limit of each class of the class. The number midway between the upper limit of a class and the lower limit of the subsequent class gives the true upper limit and the true lower limit of each class. That is, if the class interval is from 1 to 5, we will subtract 0.5 from 1 and 5. We will get, if we subtract 0.5 from 1 and 5, we get 0.5 dash 4.5. 0.5 called true lower limit and 4.5 is called true upper limit of the class. 0.5 is the true lower limit and 4.5 is the true upper limit.